here.
I also like both players have casted Voltz on numerous occasions, especially also on YouTube, and PandaBearMe the same. So they are both close to my heart. And here we will see in the bottom right-hand corner, currently up 1-0 in this best of 3 series. It is the Purple Zerg, Voltz.
And spawning in the top right, our red Zerg, it is PandaBearMe.
With the red panda on top of an American flag.
I love it. So look what we've got already, DrennoC. We have got a quick gas and a spawning pool. PandaBearMe, he might be going for something a little bit more aggressive.
Lilac Crest is one of the cool maps where you have a very large natural. It's hard to wall off, and it's not too easy to defend big pushes into that natural base, not only because of the walls, but because of the double ramp into it, which would change with the newest change that Blizzard wants to implement, having that third base walled off. But kind of counterintuitively, the big map like this is pretty easy to go early pressure on, but they're in cross-spawn, Koshkii.
Yeah, so this attack that PandaBearMe has planned, it's not going to hit as fast as if, you know, Voltz was to the right of PandaBearMe. So there's a chance that, you know, Voltz might be ready for this, but at the same time, you know, he doesn't know that aggression is on the table yet. He has also not scouted in the direction of PandaBearMe. So I'm curious to see how this will work out.
And almost not almost guarantee, but I'm almost like in some of these situations as a Zerg to open up the gasless opener, which does get hit pretty hard and shoved back by 14-14 type plays. But with a gasless opener, you can secure a natural and get a decent amount of early lings out to do damage if your opponent is deciding to open up hatch gas pool, which Voltz is. Voltz, though, with that hatch gas pool, Kappa, hatch gas. He's going to have us, going to take a little bit of an early victory, doing some damage on one of these lings, but with cross spawns, he's going to be overall, I think, okay.
Yeah, it looks like Voltz, you know, he got to see those lings just as they arrived. It might give him time here to react. His Baneling nest is about halfway done. He's getting a spine crawler. He can still make this work. Very nice cancel. That was so close. It almost looked like that was like last second. That's as late as you can cancel that.
Very last second, the build's coming up just a little bit better for PandaBearMe, able to cancel Voltz's natural while PandaBearMe takes his own natural. At the same time, though, Voltz is throwing down what we got: Spine Crawler, an Evo Chamber, a Baneling Nest. He is all over the place trying to defend. I don't know if he needs this much, but he will deny a lot of surface area, yet the Queen is not going to be able to get in the hole it wants to be, and drones are being pulled on the right-hand side. A Baneling going down into the bottom left, and Voltz just needs a few seconds, but I don't think he's going to be given that. Oh, and all the drones! So clumped up.
Yeah, but thankfully one of those Banelings had already exploded, so, you know, with only one Baneling hit. You know, if there were 2 Banelings there, that would have been a lot more problematic, but 1 Baneling will take them down to low health, 2 will kill them.
Where Banelings are being morphed in for PandaBearMe, but he's already secured a nice natural base. He's going to fall back, it looks like. Voltz is going to push out, but it's going to be a very dicey push out. Only 4 Banelings. He has an incredibly easy time of losing this all in a big ball of fire. And Voltz is down. He's got to push, but he's committed so much to the defense with those Evo Chambers, with everything.
Yeah, and, you know, I'm curious for Voltz here. You know, if he doesn't get a base down fast, he's going to be so behind. It feels like he was committing to some aggression that might not work out here.
May have been a little bit better chance of just leaving them home and securing a natural base, but from this point on, Voltz, he's got to be aggressive. He almost has to make the one base play work unless he can do a astronomical amount of damage. Currently, Voltz is ahead by 1 worker, but that's not going to be enough to get him into this game. PandaBearMe with the natural base, pumping lings. Desperately, Voltz tries to secure it, but there's just a little bit too much here for PandaBearMe, and they're not allowing him to take that natural.
Yeah, I really like that snipe there from PandaBearMe. He knows that his opponent's trying to take that nat and knows that he can, you know, really prevent that, and at the same time, you know, maybe force PandaBearMe to try and get aggressive when, you know, at the same time PandaBearMe already has a
the
natural.
queen
He
goes
can do
down.
well.
More banelings go down, and there's still a baneling left for PandaBearMe. Voltz is going to be forced to fall back into his main. Did not get that natural down. One baneling goes off a little bit preemptively for PandaBearMe, yet he does manage to kill 2 queens, the majority of the lings, and the drone at the natural is just like, fine, I want to make something. I need to become something in my life. My parents are putting pressure on me. Fine, I'll be an extractor. There you go, Overlord, or Overmind.
Looks like the next effort here for Voltz is to get a Roach Warren. He's getting another gas, realizing that Roaches can do a job holding this. Also trying to expand, does get his base down, but will these links kill it again? Will it force another cancel?
Easily it could. PandaBearMe's slightly early game with those builds really almost came out ahead in the early on times, and then Voltz making a little bit of wonky decisions with being aggressive in the manner that he wanted to is all come into PandaBearMe's hands, and PandaBearMe is just trying to starve out Voltz. We see drones off the back of this Roach Warren for each of the players, but PandaBearMe is going to have such an astronomical economic lead. You got to remember right now, Voltz is up 1-0. PandaBearMe needs to win this game to even it up, and it looks like he very well may.
Yeah, this is looking very good here for PandaBearMe. He's denied the natural once again. The drone count is so much lower. It is 32-11. The army supply 23-9. I think PandaBearMe is feeling pretty confident in this game.
Yeah, and as I was saying, both players are going Roach Warren. That's more for PandaBearMe. He knows he's economically up. He's like, okay, next step. But for Voltz, this situation where I have to go Roach Warren. I need something out, and there's so many ways this can go wrong with him. The only way he can take this is if he just has the most beautiful run by ever, something with that. But he's only got Roaches out. Three lings, only 3 lings, 2 banelings on the left-hand side, trying to get those hits in. But Voltz is just taking too much early economic damage. I don't think he's going to be able to make this Koshkii, but he will not give up.
Yeah, he is really working hard to make this work. And you know what? Sometimes crazy things happen, and you never know. Voltz is... he's got this idea that roaches might work. He's making 8 roaches now. He is streaming across the map. This is his chance. He sees it.
But at the same time, on the other side of the map, a couple links of PandaBearMe get into the main base of Voltz, take out the queen, force all the drones to move, and that's not been good. It has been cleaned up, but that's going to mess up Voltz. There's going to be no reinforcements, and now PandaBearMe has to defend with pretty easily overall. GG, well played.
Yeah, now we are on game 3 after this. PandaBearMe did a great job putting on pressure, and then behind that, expanding and really taking a great lead.
GG, well played. It is now evened up 1-1. Game 1, it was so incredibly even. Voltz was just able to get ahead with a very early economic lead on a map where generally you can kind of get it sneakily, as it was Dusk Towers taking a quick third, while his opponent did not realize that, and they're so even, it's just little things here and there. Okay, do you have 1 or 2 more drones? You have 1 or 2 more drones here. And PandaBearMe, earlier on, Voltz decided to cancel his natural. I think that was the right decision, but from there on, right there was kind of where things just started to go downhill, and he lost a little bit too much in every single engagement.
Yeah, Voltz, when he decided to be a little aggressive, it was pretty tough.
GG, well played. Looks like Game 3 will be Orbital Shipyard. Also, that's a good point, as you just said. Voltz, in a couple of situations, had like 5-6 banelings, and just decided to mosey on out into the middle of the map and get surrounded and take it out.
Yeah.
Thank you for the lovely JPEG and Y in chat, saying that the winner of this is going to move on to face Billy, who is the resident winner of this tournament.
Ooh, nice.
President winner. Hey, we finally said it right. The president winner? I don't know, man.